But you never know that you could. And when you feel that way, ain't it good, good dancing in the red and gold. Dancing in the red and gold.
This is the 49er Faithful UK Live. Look at this. A secret bonus divisional round show. Sadly, it is only me and Lee. Good evening, Lee. Good to see you. Or good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's good morning. It's good morning. And this is our very first After Dark live show.
Oh.
So it's only fitting I turn around and say, fuck me, it's early.
Well,
how are you doing? Have you had a tactical nap?
I haven't, sadly. I didn't get time to have a tactical nap. I ended up doing like just little bits and pieces, and then it was too late. I needed to do my nap between about 3 and 5 p.m. Otherwise, I'll just be crotchety and grumpy. So I missed the opportunity. But you look fresh faced.
I am fresh faced. So I went to bed about 8:45, and I've only just getting up at 11:25. So I feel fresh. I feel ready for the game tonight. Really looking forward to it. It feels as though this week, since the end of the game on when was it? Saturday?
It was Saturday. It was a week.
Yeah.
It was a week,
wasn't it? No, it was Sunday. Yeah. Sunday. I didn't get home till 3 o'clock Monday morning. It feels as though it's been ages since that game has finished.
It does.
It feels as though it's been as long as what the Seattle Seahawks have had as rest.
Well, hopefully it's felt like that to the players as well. Did you have a tactical nap? There are people watching, aren't there, Lee? It's not just me and you.
There is. We've got, surprisingly, we've got 22 people
22
watching at the moment. Yeah.
Well, that's what we thought. There's no watch parties, so everybody's got this hour to kill, I guess. Like me and Lee, you have the Bills Broncos games going on another screen, so I'm sure we're not going to be alone in that. So I think we are going to keep one eye on that game, aren't we? Because that's looking pretty close. I think that could have a banger at the end there.
So I don't know how we've managed to do this. Both mine and Gareth's stream is exactly in sync to the second. So hopefully it stays like that for the rest of the game. Hopefully we don't give any spoilers away, because I know people will be watching from various different streams, and there could be a 30-second lag in that. But we are going to keep an eye on that game. It is a pretty close game. Fingers crossed it doesn't go to overtime, because as you know, if it goes to overtime, they're going to delay the start of our game, which means we're going to be even longer. So for all of our guests, all of our viewers that are watching from the United States, it is just coming up to 5 past midnight in the UK. If we do manage to get kicked off at 1 o'clock, we wouldn't expect to see the game finish until about half 4 in the morning. And because we've been watching sports, you tend to be on a little bit of a high after that. So it takes about an hour to come down after the game. So we're not getting to bed until about 5:30 at the earliest. And I've seen some comments recently saying, I can't believe you do that. In fact, I was speaking to some US-based colleagues Friday, and they turned around and said, you are absolutely crazy. They wouldn't do that for a Premier League game, and they think we wouldn't do that for the NFL games. But this is our love of the sport. We stay up all night long. We watch the red eye games, and we thoroughly enjoyed it, especially when you've got a group of people all watching together.
Absolutely. I mean, I know for the US audience, it's the primetime games are the big stuff. But when you hear things have been flexed into primetime, the groan you get from the UK faithful, because the usual Sunday early window and the second window is 6 and 9 p.m. kickoffs, so they're kind of okay. They're really manageable. They're sort of 3.5 hour game, isn't it? So even the 9 p.m. kickoffs is just about after midnight. It's manageable on a Sunday night, a school night, a work night for most of us. So, but yeah, I'm glad this is on a Saturday, so I don't have to try and take a Monday morning off, because I will be good for nothing for most of tomorrow with my aged sleep cycle being disturbed.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the good things about me, I'm saying it's a good thing. It's not really a good thing. I don't have a very good sleep pattern anyway, so I always have disrupted sleep every single night. So staying up and watching a 49ers game between 1 and 4, I don't feel too bad the next morning. I can obviously tell because I'll get halfway through the next day. And as you said, if it's a working day, if it's a Monday, I get to about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I can feel it. I can feel the fact that I've stayed up to watch it. But I tend to work from home on a Monday whenever I do that. Then I don't really, I get an extra hour in bed because I don't need to drive into the office. And it just works out okay. It works out fine. I don't mind it too much. So there was a question there. Are we going to do play-by-play? I don't think we can do play-by-play. I mean, as I've said, both me and Gareth have got the Broncos Bills game on there. It's kind of like a live reaction thing. But the show's all about just like warming us up to the 1 o'clock game against the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, really? We're playing the Seahawks this weekend?
We are. Yeah. Did I forget to say that?
No.
So there's been some smoke and mirrors, mine. Smoke and mirrors from the Seahawks, the type of thing that we would normally do. The Darnold oblique injury. It's going to be interesting to see if that does actually affect him. Obviously, he hasn't taken any of the first team reps this week. So the question I would have, because what I read was he only came up with this injury Thursday afternoon. Well, they've been practicing since the Wednesday, and he hasn't taken the first team's rep. If that's the case, why is he only came out with his injury on Thursday? Why was it designated Thursday? I think this is all smoke and mirrors.
I mean, possibly, but it does beg the question, why? Does it make any difference? We would have planned for Darnold. I think people knew Darnold was there, and, we get, was it Drew Lock otherwise? I don't see it's in terms of smoke and mirrors, it's utterly pointless and completely useless. I think from that, I actually thought that they were getting their excuses in for Darnold early, because he's absolutely bricking himself because he crumples in another playoff game. Yeah.
He's never won a playoff game yet, has he?
Well, I mean, admittedly, he's only played the one, I think, last year because obviously he was with the Jets. So, playoff games and Jets don't tend to go together. But he played a couple of games, meaningful games, and crumbled in both of them. If he crumbles in this one, he is under pressure. I mean, he's under serious pressure, and I think they're going to take that off him. And I just thought, this oblique injury sounds a little bit like let's give him some protection now.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if you've got to have genuine injuries. You can't make this sort of stuff up. Yeah.
So let's say it's a genuine injury. He's got an oblique injury. That's obviously going to affect him turning. It's going to affect the deep ball if he has to push it down the field. If you were Robert Saleh, how would you attack him? How would you try and make him feel uncomfortable? See if we can just work that injury a little bit. I'm not saying target him. I'm saying, what can we do from a scheme point of view that's going to have him twisting and turning?
I would say perhaps get some blitzes in early, even if that might mean we perhaps give up a bit of yards on the ground early. I think they're going to do the same thing. They're going to put the ball in the hands of the running backs and basically say to Darnold, "Don't lose us this game. We don't really want to have to put it on you." I think getting at him early. And making him think, well, am I going to have this all game? Have him twitching, have him uncertain in the pocket, and get a couple of blitzes in. Yeah, send a couple of runners at him, sort of like a corner blitz or something like that early. Give him something to think about, and if that gets home, well, there we go. There's that will give him something to think about as well. Get him properly rattled. But I think ultimately it's still down to. We've got to try and plug it up and stop that run game, which I thought we did pretty well against Philadelphia, but it was difficult to tell whether that's just because Philly's offense just seemed to forget they had Saquon Barkley at some point in the game. And I thought we've been doing a good job. CJ West has been doing well, and our other rookie, whose name is on the tip of my tongue, our other defensive Alfred Collins. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, it's very telling that the Eagles have gotten rid of the OC. I saw I saw not a YouTube, it was an Instagram reel, and it was a young Eagles fan.
Oh yeah, I
And he
saw
was
him.
so funny. He was so funny. He
He
just
had
wanted
his
that guy
birthday
out
present.
of there.
Yeah,
It's like,
flipping
don't
burgers.
even pack. Don't even pack. Just get in a taxi. Get out of here. And I think you're right. I think they just forgot they had one of the best running backs in the league, and they
Yeah,
didn't really utilise him.
It's right, but on the other hand, maybe that's a thought of, oh, this should be working. It's not. We've got to try something else.
Mr. Hope is in
that
the
Paul Hope?
comments.
I wondered
So
if we might
Mr.
see.
Hope might join us. He might join us from his mobile because he can't use his normal setup because his partner is currently in the studio. We'll say, not recording anything, by the way. I'm not trying to cast any dispersions here. She's in bed, so Paul can't use the normal studio to go live, but he might join us via his mobile. We've told him he's more than welcome to do that. Come on, chat some football, and like I said, just like warm us up before the game. So have they getting that on 4th and 1, 3rd and 1? They have getting
That was
that.
3rd
The
and 1.
Bills
Yeah,
just-
he's got 3 yards on that. The Bills.
I tell you
look,
what, I like a good old quarterback sneak. I hate the tush push
yeah.
because I think somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get seriously hurt, and it's going to take that
And it's
before they do
boring.
anything about it. Yeah, it is.
It's become boring.
Yeah, and do you know what the worst thing is? The whole tush push has had me agreeing with Micah Parsons. It's not football.
No.
It's just not football. And of all the people I didn't want to agree with, it's Micah Parsons. But there you go. We find ourselves in common ground here.
Yes. Well, more examples of it's a funny old season, isn't it? So
Definitely.
good to see some people joining us. It's nice, nice afternoon in the Bay Area, I'm guessing, and yeah, fairly dark night here in the UK. But we got a nice mix of people. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you indeed.
Yeah,
it'll be
completely
good to see-
unplanned and completely unprepared.
Yeah, exactly. But what time did you send the message to say let's do this? Was it just before
I
lunch?
suggested it this afternoon because I was thinking, oh, it's a long. What am I going to do between
Actually,
that
you did.
time?
Yeah, because I was sat in the fans museum just before the Sunderland game,
I was going to say you were there.
having a non-alcoholic drink, since it's dry January. So I haven't had a chance to do any prep for this either. But I thought it was a really good idea. Let's get the Bills Broncos game on, watch that, and just like chat through everything that's going up to the game tonight.
Well, that's it. No. If there was a watch party, then yeah, obviously people would have been there. But I think this is the best we can do.
Yeah, so let me bring up the inactives. So the inactives, we've got Jordan Watkins, Robert Beale Jr., Kevin Givens, Isaac Garendo, Jay Brown, Brandon Parker, and Sebastian Valdez. So the two guys that they've actually brought up from the practice squad are not active. So I get a feeling they brought those up just to activate them, but they're not active today purely because they get money.
Yeah, they're game
Money every
based.
time they brought
Yeah,
it from the
managing that, yeah.
So I think it's just looking at some of those guys in the practice squad who haven't quite been there this year, and just trying to give them a little bit of cash towards the end of the season.
It matters, doesn't it?
Yeah. So obviously the big news is both Jacob Cowing and Ricky Purcell are active.
Well, I think Purcell is potentially the difference from the last game. Obviously, we've got no Kittle
And Trent Williams.
and Trent Williams. Yeah, you're right. Actually, so I think Charles Cross is back for the Seahawks, isn't he? Could be a bit rusty. And I think the guy who spotted him, isn't it, Josh Jones? I think he is out. So
That's correct.
if Cross aggravates whatever he's done, because I think he's been out a while, Charles
He has
Cross,
been out
hasn't
a
he?
while. Yeah, and it just
Something to
feels as though
watch.
it was like almost a Fred Warner type situation they had. Did they play him or did they give him another week? And they've decided to go the opposite direction to where we've gone, and they've said, right, let's play him. Obviously, it's an important game to both teams, and I think we're lucky that we've got a couple of players that we've brought in very late in the season who stepped up, and they stepped up big time last week against the Eagles. So it kind of gives you a little bit of confidence that I mean, Kendricks played, 23 snaps against the Seahawks 2 weeks ago. So he played, I think it works out about a third, maybe even a quarter
Yeah,
of the
sounds about
snaps
right.
on defense, whereas last week he played every single snap. And I think having
That's the
Kendricks,
difference.
yeah, the fact that he was stuffing the run, I think that was huge. And that could be the difference, If we can stop them running and force it onto Darnold to throw the ball tonight, especially with that oblique injury, then we can cause them problems. We can make them turn the ball over. We can definitely make them feel uncomfortable. Potentially, we might even see a little bit Drew Lock tonight.
Well, there is that. Neither. I don't think either are necessarily going to be the major part of the game. What, of course, we need is an offense that can actually move the ball, give our defense a bit of a rest, and start pounding their defense and start making their defense a little bit tired in the third and fourth quarter. We need to be able to string some drives together and obviously start getting some points. Ideally, of course, if we can get in the lead and have them chasing the game, that's, I think, where we would like to be. Because I think that's probably where they're going to be least comfortable. It's Jay.
Yeah.
Jay's joined us.
It
Good evening,
is
Jay.
Jay. So hopefully, if we get through to the Super Bowl, which I'm quite confident we will, there's Josh Allen running there. Yeah, he's getting another first down. Hopefully, if we get the Super Bowl, which I thoroughly believe we will, we'll be seeing Jay again at more than likely the same venue that we had the Super Bowl meet up two seasons ago now.
Yeah,
It was 2 seasons ago.
The conference suite at Ellen Road.
Yeah, so that's what we've suggested to the 49ers, to use the Centenary Pavilion. It was an absolute massive venue. Believe it or not, that was cut in half. That was only half the venue we were using. So I think it holds 1,200. Obviously, we had 500 turn up at that watch party.
Wow.
So hopefully this time, it'd be good if we can get over 500, beat the last one. Because I think we are watching our opponents tonight. I mean, that might be the kiss of death for the Broncos, of course. And I know you picked the Broncos at the start of the season as the team that we would play against in the Super Bowl.
That's what I was going to do today. I was going to listen to our preview show, the season preview show, and I've completely forgotten.
I am sure, I am absolutely 100% convinced I went Ravens.
Possibly.
So I cost John Harbaugh his job by going the Ravens.
Well, I think always that missed kick. It's funny, isn't it? You get that kick in. Did you see they asked the owner and said, "Oh, if he makes that kick, does John Harbaugh still have a job?" And he said, "For a week."
Really?
Yeah.
I did not see that. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it is absolutely crazy, like you said.
He kind of said, "Well, for at least a week." But,
yeah, you play an entire season and it comes down to your kicker.
Yeah.
Who generally you don't waste a draft pick on like what we do.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, that seems a long time ago, doesn't it? We started the season with Moody and was quickly given the shove.
Jettison.
Here we go. We got 3rd and 8 on the 12 for the Bills.
It is, 3rd and 8 on the 12.
Screen pass off the floor.
Oh,
Look at it.
Yeah, that looked as though it went off the floor. So the Bills extend the lead.
No.
Yeah, it's got to have hit the floor.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, it definitely bounced. It was a bouncer, wasn't it?
See, that's one of the things. I can't have the commentary of the game because it's on my iPad and do the show at the same time, so I can't see what they're saying.
Yeah, I haven't got the commentary
that's
on.
bouncing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Clear it's poor throw.
I can understand why you have to finish the play, even though he knew that bounce off the floor. It could have been missed, but there's replays there. Personally, if I knew that would hit off the floor, you've got that risk of an injury to finish the play like that.
But, the good discipline is play to the
play to the whistle.
Play to the whistle. And of course, you're there. Maybe you're not quite sure what happens yourself.
Yeah.
So
rumor has it Josh Allen's wife's in the stands and she's giving him daggers at the moment.
What's the pun?
So I take
Go on.
I take it you don't know about that then.
I don't know.
So Josh Allen's married to Haley Steinfeld, the singer actress, and she was pictured a few years back wearing a Broncos jacket at a Broncos game. He has commented on that, saying, "Oh well, she was doing some promotional work. That's why she had the jacket on," and they're not going to discuss it.
She's a Broncos fan then, I take it. Or
I don't know. I think she might be
Colorado native, perhaps.
Yeah,
So.
I think she might be.
Yeah, well, there we go. 4-point lead for the Bills.
So that's something I want to hear about, Paul. Richard Sherman replied to your tweet. We need to know what the tweet is, Paul. Oh, and as if by magic, he's just joined. Right, let's hear all about this Richard Sherman tweet. Hello, Paul.
Hello, chaps. How are you doing?
Hello, mate. Yeah, good. Oh, and he's gone.
He pressed the wrong button there.
He did. He did.
Rookie mistake.
He went, I'll try and get rid of all that. Oh, I've got rid of everything.
Yeah, tell you what.
We're so slick on this show. We really are. It's just...
Attempt number 2.
Hello, chaps.
Hello, mate.
I'm not used
Hey, mate.
to
How
doing
you
this
doing?
on my phone. So, yeah, Richard Sherman replied to my tweet. It means we're winning the game, everybody.
So what did you tweet?
So, a Seahawks fan had gone after him, basically saying, you can't play both sides. Pretty much don't come crying back to us if we win. And Sherman had put a big rant on about, basically, when you've been part of the organisation, basically don't come at me. So I dropped a gif of Sherman with killer instinct, and he liked it. So obviously, I say he liked it. We all know it's his agent or his management, but it still looks good when it flashes up on the notifications, doesn't it, chaps?
Yeah, definitely.
You're taking that as an omen, are you?
Now, you know me, Gareth. Try to be positive. I mean, I could pop 2 hickories in Thornaby earlier today. I knew fine well the manager was an Eagles fan. Walked in, Niners hat, Niners hoodie, and he was like, I had to see you today, didn't I? So I was having a catch up with him. The good news is he's willing to host 49 Faithful UK. He's been in touch with the Adele branch. So make no surprises, chaps. He said the 49ers didn't win that game. The Eagles lost the game. So we proceeded to have a 10-15 minute chat about how the Niners had won that game. At which point I think Tracy went back to the car and left me to it.
Poor Tracy. There we are. Good to see you, Paul. You said you wouldn't join us, but it's no excuse. Do you remember that time Najee joined us on his phone from
Pier 39.
Pier 39, wasn't he? So
Yeah.
So
well,
you got no
I've
excuse,
come just
Paul.
in time. Apparently, Lee's dropped an F-bomb. I'm about to go crack a beer open. Jesus Christ, what's going on the 49 Faithful UK?
Dear me.
Yeah, Saturday
Well,
night, why not?
it's after dark, and when Najee's not here to supervise us, then it's chaos.
It is. I've got the flag ready. I've got my hat on because it's cold, and I'm under strict orders to be quiet.
Yeah,
this isn't going to go well.
Yeah, I think we obviously this side of the pond. I think we're all under strict orders to be quiet. That's not going to happen, though, is it? I mean, if it's a close game, it's not going to happen. Even if it's not a close game, if we absolutely batter them, it's not going to happen. Especially not my household.
I'm sat the same as you, chaps. I've got the Bills Broncos game on, and in true playoff fashion, it's a close game. Obviously, I've seen the inactives. I heard you talk about Darnold and it being smoke and mirrors, but obviously the great news is Ricky Purcell's playing, and it looks like there's a lot of red and gold in Seattle. And I've seen one of the content creators, OG he's called, and he's got a sign which says, a Seattle fan sold me this ticket. So I like that.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect.
And I don't know if your phone's been the same, Lee, but the notifications last 40 hours on the 49 Faithful UK have been up, haven't they? Obviously, there's been a lot of people from across the pond asking about where to watch in London.
Right.
John Chapman shared the footage of us lot going crazy in Leeds last week, and so that's gone down quite well.
Yeah. I mean that footage seems to have aired quite a lot through various different content creators. It was good of the 49ers to send somebody out to video that, because that'll be memories for people in the years to come, when they look back on when we won number 6.
And do you know what else as well, Gareth? Colin Cohard must have shared our show again, because when I checked at dinner time, the views have nearly doubled on the last show. So something's going on with the algorithm, chaps.
Yeah, I noticed that. Can't get my head around what it is, what we're doing right, if we are doing something right.
It snowballs, isn't it? It's critical mass. If you get enough that people watch once, they'll get it a second time, and then if they watch it a second time, it just snowballs, I think.
I'm not quite feeling AI is quite getting what I want for the thumbnails. This one for the Brock Purdy on horseback going into Seattle wasn't quite the Brock Purdy going into battle that I had, but it was better than some of the ones. So anybody watching, if you've got on AI thumbnails, please do drop us a message, because that would be a massive help.
Yeah,
yours are always perfectly good, Paul. Perfectly good.
Oh, cheers, Gareth.
You don't want them to be too good, otherwise they'll distract from the actual content.
No, true.
You know what, guys? I think I need to pick a different bowlie, because my bowlie's already dead in the water.
I think you should.
Yeah, because I went Fred Warner 2 interceptions, second one to end the game. Very disappointed that he's not playing. I thought, I kind of knew he wasn't going to play, but I also thought Shanahan would have left it up until 9 o'clock tonight to rule him out.
And I really thought he might.
Yeah, because I think he had up until, actually it'll have been 8 o'clock, he had up until 4 o'clock Eastern time to activate them. And I thought just to keep them guessing. But then within 10 minutes of us finishing the show on Thursday night, they went and announced he was out. And I thought, I can't believe that. Typical. So I agree with Jay. I think Tongas is going to have a huge game tonight. I think it's going to be used, and Juice. And it comes as no surprise that the notorious Gav is also agreeing with you there. The biggest Juice fan there is. So I think Tongas is going to have a big game tonight. I said in the preview show on Thursday night, we should have used him a lot more than what we have used him, because you can see he's a useful player. Every time we target him, he brings the ball in. And obviously he had that big game against the Seattle Seahawks on the first game of the season, up in Seattle. It could be argued that his touchdown pass was quite fortunate, seeing as though the ball went in triple coverage and he managed to come up with it. And to be honest, that should have been an interception, but it wasn't. But I'm looking forward to seeing how we use Tongas tonight. Hopefully Demarcus Robinson has a good game but stays under the radar, because I need that for me bet for the Super Bowl, just so I can get those long odds. But Tongas I think is going to have a good game tonight. Yeah, it's defense. So on defense,
every time Purcell plays, we wins. He just doesn't play very often.
So the bowlie I'm going to go for then, because I feel as though it has to be a defensive one, is seeing as though Fred Warner's not playing, I'm going to go with 2 forced fumbles by Kendricks. That's the bowling I'm going to go with. Because I just feel after the game he had last week and the fact that Seattle like to run the ball a lot, I think it's set up for Kendricks to make a difference. And that would be a great story as well. I mean, he was floating about the league for the last couple of years. We tried to bring him in last season and he kind of dropped us for the Cowboys, which was a bit of a shame. He's eventually made his way to San Francisco, and it's worked out well for him so far for the short time he's been here. So I'm going to go with Kendricks. I see the Broncos are driving down the field.
I was going to say, the 2-minute warning has just gone.
So
1:40 left in the game.
I see Jay Peplow had messaged earlier asking if this is going to be a more of a regular appearance next year, where we maybe do we go live before. I think on a Sunday before the 6 o'clock games tends to kind of get lost in translation. But Gareth, you did suggest this tonight, and when I saw it flash up, I thought live at midnight. But we can only try these things, can't we, fellas?
Well, it's with no watch party. It's just that dead zone. I mean, fair enough, we've got the previous game, but we're all just waiting for the game to start. So I thought, oh well, we'll come online. And obviously we had a few updates from the preview show with the oblique injury, which just sounds like Darnold getting his excuses in early. And obviously the Fred Warner news that he won't be there, but he will be bouncing up and down on the sideline, I think. So
Yeah, his outfit that he wore going to Seattle. I've already had people messaging saying, any chance you can get those? Is it the Abercrombie and whatever? I think he's got a sponsorship deal with them, but anything Fred wears sells out. And I have to admittly, I'm liking his San Francisco Giants black hat with the white logo. So Fred does like to rep the Giants when he can. But yeah, this game. Do you think our game's going to go down the wire like this that we're watching now?
My score prediction said it would.
Yeah,
Did.
I think it'll go down the wire as well. I'm kind of hoping that it's us that's driving for the game.
Yeah, I hope
Because
so too.
I've got more confidence in us driving for the game than Seattle driving for the game and us being able to stop.
He's
them.
got it.
55 seconds, he's down. Oh, is he at his back there? Yeah.
It's a touchdown. I think he's got it.
It's far too much time on the clock, though.
3 timeouts, yeah.
Yeah, which we all know what that means. As I said on the show last week.
This is Josh Allen, though.
Yeah, to be fair, this is the narrative, isn't it? If he wants to kind of put the team on his back, Superman. I haven't watched all of this game tonight. I've been kind of dipping in and out, but unlike you chaps, I decided to power through. I thought if I go to bed,
No nap for me.
Oh well, there you go, Gareth. Because I remember the horror stories of not setting your alarm, and I don't know. I just always feel a bit groggy when I wake back up, so I'm just powering through. Who did he get? Yeah, he's in.
He's in,
Yeah.
It was a good throw, to be fair, from Nix.
Good throw, good catch. I see he got the handle of the camera in his back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a perfect throw, that.
Riveting stuff, this on YouTube. All three of us just in silence looking at the screen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure most people have got another screen going on somewhere at home, and with us on the big one,
So
obviously.
obviously this extra point is huge as well.
It's there.
Yeah, he's getting it. Straight down the middle.
Oh, who said overtime? Lee.
Yeah, I know.
You had to use those words, didn't you?
Because if it goes for overtime, it delays our kickoff, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So we've got 55 seconds left. Realistically, that's 3-4 minutes worth of football.
I mean,
time-wise, watching it, with the stops and stuff like that, might even be more than that. So if it does go to overtime, probably is looking at, I reckon, 20 past 1, 25 past 1. So it's like a normal red eye, to be fair. It's not too bad.
Well, it's not there yet. It's not there yet. So
I can see a lot of people in the comments are wanting the Bills to win. I've got to say, I've got a soft spot for the Bills after watching them go to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row and get beat each time. Because that was a good team. They were just unfortunate that they weren't just quite good enough. But yeah, that's some good players on that team. It was good to watch them play. So I have had a little soft spot for the Bills. But I'd also like to see the Broncos there as well, because of the 49ers connection, Hafanga, DJ Jones, Greenlaw.
McGlinchey.
Not that I want them to win, of course.
Lynch.
Oh, yes. Yes, I forgot McGlinchey was there. Yeah, it's taken a while for us to kind of come to terms with Colt McKivitz as the right tackle. I think the last few seasons has proven actually how good McGlinchey was. Excellent in the run game. Not as good in the pass game, but still better than what McKivitz had done for the first couple of seasons. I think
he's been good this year, yeah.
That's what I was just about to say. I think this season is where he's
your
come out
thunder.
a bit more. Yeah, he's still my thunder.
Brendel has been solid. I think he's been Burford has been has struggled. Obviously, he's been in for Ben
Yeah.
Barch, who
But Burford
we
struggled
missed
since his rookie
this-
season. It's very disappointing because his rookie season, we couldn't believe what value we'd get in there. Go on, get him. Oh, what a pass.
That was nice.
That was
I've
very
seen something. If the
Mahomes-esque.
Bills and the Niners get to the Super Bowl for the first time, 2 number 6 seeds or something have played together. Will Gavin tweeted some out earlier because he was
Right.
flying out to Seattle today and he was doing like question and answers on Instagram. So that was his day started ridiculously early, and he did show his prep on the plane. So, Gareth, sometimes I think I like to be a bit prepped for the pods
You
and I make
do,
a couple of
you
notes.
do. You put us
Seeing
to
the
shame.
professionals do it, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Simon, I don't know how to tell you this, but I think that might be a different Fred Warner.
Well, yeah, the Facebook ones tend to be a little bit unsure, but it's all right, Simon. I believe you. Richard Sherman replied to my tweet and I believed it, so...
Didn't realise that Fred Warner spent most of his time in Vietnam
Yeah.
with his 2 friends.
So, you know what? This is supposed to be like, get us ready for the game type of show. I'm going to drop a stat on you now, which is going to bum you all out. So, I saw a stat. When was it? It was probably a few hours ago, 3 hours ago. When teams have had 8 days or more rest against their opponent in the playoffs, they are 7-0. And the Seahawks have had 8 plus days rest.
Yeah, but I'm trying to cling on to the fact that, when you play each other so often, and, I think they said something that it's very rare for an NFL team to play twice in a row.
Records are there to be broken, aren't they?
And win twice in a row. Yeah, like you said, Gareth, I mean, it's strange because I've seen messages in the group today with people being worried, nervous, excitement building. But I felt more confident about this one than I did last week. Well, that helps as well.
Well, funnily enough, I do as well. I honestly do. I think looking at the last game of the season where they beat us 13-3, yeah, they did leave points on the board, trying to go for it on 4th down, which I don't think they'll do this time. I think they'll take the points rather than do that.
Wobbly kicker.
But yeah, and that was just in a regular season game. Yes, the number 1 seed was on the line, so there was some pressure there. But I think coming up in the playoffs, I think it's going to be even harder for them to make those kicks. The crowd are going to play a big part. Obviously, they've tried to stop tickets being sold to 49er fans. How well they've managed to do that, I don't know. I would imagine they have done that pretty well because they tend to pack out the stadium. That is a long throw. Oof.
No one was ready for it.
Around.
No one was expecting that.
It was
Yeah,
like Barron.
that's-
Had Barron
yeah.
just turned his head a second sooner, he could have had that.
So if you are enjoying this change of schedule from us, drop it in the comments because it was Gareth's idea and it would be kind of nice to see if we do this moving forward. A lot of people liked mine and Lee's live at 1 a.m. on Instagram. Not that you could hear anything we were saying because our voices, because we were not smart and clever like Najee Karar said. I love that he said that.
Fucking lad, eh?
Najee tends to stay reasonably quiet during watch parties instead of screaming like a lunatic like me and Paul.
He's played it cool.
He said there was a noisy corner and a quiet corner. He was in the middle of the noisy corner, Lee. He's on all the footage.
He was.
He was stood beside me and you. I'm not having that.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is going to overtime, guys.
It was good play from the Bills there. Good,
It was a good play.
Good play. Bold. Oh, and
It was
he
tip
got a hand
pass
on
as
it,
well.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sorry if you're
24
not
seconds,
watching it.
1 timeout left. 1st and 10.
Well, he's airing it out, so you've got downs. I think more than the
This
time.
game's going to end in a Huff interception.
You reckon?
No,
What's
I'm
also-
hoping. I'm hoping.
And what's interesting, joining on my phone, Gareth, is I
They're
don't
in
have any
field goal. They
controls.
are in field goal range. So sorry, Paul. What was that?
Yeah.
No, it's all right. I'm saying to joining on my phone. I don't have any of the normal controls, so it's very strange being on the show and not being able to see like all the comments on the corner and.
Oh, deep ball. Oh. Any flag? No.
I thought there might be a flag coming on that, but I think they're possibly a non-catchable ball.
Yeah,
They're going for it though. The Bills. They're not going to run it up the middle and try and get 10 yards and kick the field goal.
Who starts with Kendrick and Winters? I think it's going to be Garrett Wallow,
yeah,
because I think Gifford's a little bit banged up.
yeah. I agree with you. I think it'll be the same two from last week.
Yeah, as is Winters. I wouldn't change it. They had a good partnership last week.
Yeah, this is.
It's getting close.
You're right. It's looking. That was a bad drop from
See,
Shakir.
I have completely jinxed this, haven't I?
You have.
This is going to go to overtime.
What was your score prediction? Your predictions were on fire tonight.
Score prediction for the Seattle for our game, 27-24. And I tell you what, it has to be a good game for either one of us to get to those numbers.
Yeah,
There's nothing there.
Yeah, air that out, nowhere near him. Right, all down to the kicker. 10 seconds left.
Who'd be a kicker? Who sits there and thinks, yeah, I want that to be me? You've got to be slightly tapped, haven't you? I think.
Kicker misses this, McDermott gets fired tomorrow.
It's possibly. I mean, yeah, there's been a lot of firings. It's a fitting end to the unusual season. There's so many, obviously, the long term. Anyway,
Yeah, Mike
let's see.
McDaniel at the Ravens.
That's not official,
actually, that wasn't confirmed, was it? That wasn't confirmed.
By that, because the graphic looked very good, and I was like, so straight on social media, and I couldn't.
No, he's had an interview, surely, but yeah. It's only Harbaugh at the Giants. Fair play, the Giants jumped on it, haven't they?
Yeah.
But it's clearly where he wants to go. It's obviously not that far from Baltimore. Doesn't want to necessarily move family and all that. So the Giants have probably lucked out there.
Just interesting to see whether he gets the full control that he wants, and once one tends to be hired, then the dominoes tend to fall, don't they? Which is unusual with the playoffs still on. Sometimes teams wait until
there's so many
everything's
sackings and so many coaches available. He's got that.
Yeah, straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. The one result we didn't want.
There you go. Someone will fumble the kick, and it will get a scoop and score, and it would literally be the shortest overtime ever.
Oh, hang on, we've still got 5 seconds left here. Kick return, anyone?
Could you imagine?
Yeah, but you don't. You kick it out the back of the end zone, don't you?
You do, yeah. Well, you still have 5 seconds.
Do you Hail Mary it? And
yeah, of course you do.
I guess, yeah.
Obviously, you open yourself up to having that returned as well. So there's risk there. But yeah, you've got to give it a go.
Well, NFL, that's what we talk about. Week in, week out. Fine margins, nothing between the teams. I mean, it's just such a great game.
Football. The playoffs have been great this year. And I think they will continue to be.
Of course, they're going to be great. I tweeted out earlier, we're winning this game, people. Don't worry. Oh, he hasn't kicked out the back of the end.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, he got his
Well, he wanted to leave them a second for a play, didn't he? I guess.
In the comments, sigh.
Well, he didn't really take it very far, did he?
Well, no, but he would have burnt the 5 seconds off, wouldn't he?
Yeah. This is
you
got to be
imagine-
nailed down.
Could you imagine if we'd gone ahead with the watch party in London and the game got delayed and then the lights came, the light, our lights, right, you got to get out. Like, game hasn't finished.
I did actually think it's bizarre that I could get down to London, probably get last train, get to London for 11:30, watch the game, and then just catch the first train back, and wouldn't actually have to pay for the hotel on the late games.
So that's actually what I was planning on doing.
Yeah,
So
me
had I
too.
went down to London, I'd have just gotten the earliest train back. Wouldn't have bothered with the hotel, slept on the train for a few hours.
Yeah, eat breakfast, I think, and
I mean, to be fair, it was always a bit of a last moment kind of, could we do it, could we not? And some of the messages I fielded today on social media when people seemed disappointed that nothing is happening, it was like we're just trying to point out, for us travelling from further afield, even that, I think £150 was the cheapest train I'd saw to travel down Saturday and come straight back. And then I think we needed something like a minimum of 100. And when we put the post in the group, I think we had 12 or 13 people who said that they may consider the game.
Yeah, it was maybe. It wasn't even, yes, we'd go, it was maybe. So it was a little bit disappointing. But we kind of expected this. So when we had the conversation with the 49ers, we did say, you're asking a lot of people to move around the country, pay for travel, pay for hotels. Basically, 4 weekends in 5, that becomes very expensive.
it does.
Obviously, if it's a late night game as well, and if it's a Sunday night game going into Monday, people are having to take holidays as well from work to be able to do that. So they did turn around and said, well, even if it's only 30 people, we just want to get the fans together and try and support that if possible. And that's why I thought, you know what, if we can get 30, 40 people, let's go ahead and do the London one, because we'd already had the licence approved. The licence was approved till 5 o'clock in the morning, which means the bar can stay open longer than 5. It's just like you can only sell alcohol up until 5. So even with overtime, we'd have been covered. But yeah, I mean, it was quite a low response.
And to be fair, there wasn't many who could have made leads. And to be fair, Gareth, I thought yesterday, do you know what? Rather than fielding each question individually, I'll make a post and I'll just share it to say no watch party in London. Jesus Christ, I won't be doing that again. I think I got more messages asking why we weren't doing anything this weekend. But, it's all a learning curve.
Everybody's saving it for first weekend or second weekend in Feb. So
Yeah.
Well, it's the first, when I get my annual leave in April, it's the first Monday that I book off. And for all you romantic people out there, next year's Super Bowl is on February the 14th. And yes, I've already broke the message to Tracy.
yeah, that's yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be there for that one, surely.
Back to back. Odds. Might as well start it now. It's get to what? 10 to 1 in the morning in the UK. Not even going to be here yet.
Well, it is. I mean, what I think people have thought, oh, that's it. The Niners Super Bowl window is closed. They're beaten up. They've wasted all this money on Purdy. Let's forget about them. And no one's going to be thinking that next season, regardless of how tonight goes, or the next game, or the next game. So I think people are like, yeah, they are going to be contenders again.
Yeah. So this is a very good question. Who do you think will get as DC when Salah gets hired? And he will get hired. I think there's that many different teams out there with vacancies. They all want to speak to him.
He should pick and choose. He should pick. But if he doesn't get selected for the one he wants, I fully expect him to get hired. But I'm still clinging on to this desperate hope that he actually. You go to all the interviews as a matter of courtesy. You don't want to be rude. You don't want to turn them down.
Don't burn bridges.
Yeah, you never know who's going to be GM or whatever when they move around. So I think you go out of courtesy. I'd hate to see him in Arizona. I mean, that would just be.
Yeah, we'd all hate to see him in Arizona.
and hopefully, I don't know that he'd want to be there. I'd hope he wouldn't want to be there, but I don't know where he's from. Whether he'd prefer, job back on the East Coast or in the South or wherever. So
Yeah, I think he's predominantly played and coached his career on the West Coast.
on the West Coast. So, well, Arizona's about or Raiders could go to the Raiders.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've seen a few analysts all turn around and say or predict he's going to the Raiders. That'll be interesting indeed.
I think for a second job, you'd like to hope he's looking for like
decent
Steelers,
team.
Ravens, somewhere
Yeah.
that's got a bit of because when he went to the Jets, he kind of was promised to be able to do the overhaul. Then they brought Rodgers in. Then obviously Rodgers went down, and I just think it was the car crash, wasn't it? Really, just the Jets being the Jets, basically.
Yeah, but his first pick was Wilson, wasn't it? Zach Wilson, and because that didn't work out, that's the only reason they went for Rodgers. So
Well, I saw allegedly he didn't want to go for Wilson. He wanted to stick with Darnold, but obviously hindsight, I think he wanted to pick somebody else, but it was a GM pick to go with Wilson.
that's fair enough. It's fair enough, isn't it?
You just don't know, but like you said, Gareth, you just hope where he does go. But we've not answered the question. I don't know who I'd like to see.
I was just about to say that. We haven't answered the question. We've
Rabbit
done
hole.
what I normally do, go down a rabbit hole. But this time it was me doing it. So who would you want? Is there anybody out there you can see straight away, I think that's who we need?
Well, we promoted
Who's available?
last time. Yeah, Richard Sherman. Top of my head. Nah, I mean,
Mike Tomlin,
yeah, right.
but
Yeah.
he said he's having a break. For sure.
Which means he's gone on TV and making a lot of money, which is fair enough.
How about Pete Carroll?
Bill Belichick.
He's
His
still
girlfriend might
employed.
not let him.
Yeah, I don't think you want that psychodrama, really.
Yeah, no, you don't.
The Falcons coach Morris, he was defensive, wasn't he?
He was, yes.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I think he's got a good relationship with Shanahan.
And
I think
I didn't think he did too badly. I thought that was a fairly tough firing. I think it's possibly other bits, particularly his offensive coordinators not getting those right.
Because he worked at the Rams, didn't he? And I think he's part of that kind of coaching tree. Looking at Bebop, it won't be London next year. It's definitely going to be Mexico. The Niners will play an international game. It'll be in Mexico. I can't see us coming to London for a while, to be honest with you. They had the chance to come last year when we had the 9 home games and we turned it down. So they're hoping for Mexico. Unless you think I'm wrong there, Lee.
No, yeah, I think it's no secret that Kyle, if we have to play an international series game, he'd prefer to be Mexico to cut down on the travelling, which is obviously disappointing from a UK fan's perspective. And I think our best chance of getting the 49ers back here is as a road team. How easy it will be to get tickets is anybody's guess.
Yeah, I agree.
This is tipped in the Bills' favour.
I think that was off the ground, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Well, he didn't catch it anyway. I don't know if Nix was having a go at his wide receiver there. Oh,
He did.
Come off the ground.
He went straight through the bucket. He dropped.
Yeah, he just
He
didn't
should have
catch
done
it.
better.
Cortland Sutton as well.
Do you know what the Bills are lacking tonight, chaps? Someone wearing a red Under Armour top under that white uniform and getting Conor
So
Ryan
look
all
pink.
fired up.
So I had to look up who Bobby Weir was, if I'm honest, Bebop. I had no idea. I did see the name. Earlier on this week. And I wasn't quite
Yeah.
sure who that was. I actually thought it was a
Musician.
coach. Didn't realise it was a
Fantastic
musician. Yeah, a musician. Died on the 10th of January.
Kittle will have a message written on his boots and
Cool.
saying
Yeah.
some things. So. Yeah, I forgot the Super Bowl was out there next
Yeah,
year.
LA.
Did we still haven't answered defensive coordinator, have we?
I'm waiting for you,
we can't-
Gareth.
I should have done
I
it.
have an answer.
I should have paid more attention, really.
Yeah. Well, I know. I think you kind of did with Raheem Morris, but I think that's only because that's the only one we can think of that's available at the moment.
Well, I suggested Pete, Cheaty Pete, and I don't think we're going to get Tom Lee.
I think
And I
Cheaty Pete
can't
is
think
done.
who else is available. Yeah, I think Pete might get, he'll be executive either at a college or something like that. Some sort of non-operational job doing something. Maybe back at the Seahawks interfering.
No, I don't think they would allow that either, because they kind of shipped him out there because of that. It's a little bit like Alex Ferguson at Manchester United. It's that bad smell that just lingers afterwards. You need to clean house every now and again.
Yeah. Again, this is Alan seeing if we win it on the safety.
Oh, I was just about to say that'd have been special. Winning the game on a safety in overtime and the divisional playoff game.
No,
And it would be more questions about Alan, wouldn't it have been? So
Brady is calling tonight's game. I'm starting to like Brady calling games, especially his reaction to the JJ CMC touchdown last weekend, when he knew as soon as it went to JJ, he knew what was happening. He knew that was going to be a touchdown straight away, and I kind of like that a little bit.
And that was part of the reason why the Leeds watch party didn't go in the casino, because I said we could watch the game with no commentary. And I know it sounds stupid. Some people say, well, why didn't you just take that? But it is nice to have the commentary on there, and in my opinion anyway. I'm trying to read that. Yeah, about Salah.
I think the Ravens is the best job available. I think it's a tough act to follow. Sometimes it's uneven, isn't it, when a guy goes and isn't expected to? Because I think obviously Pittsburgh's going to be a tough act to follow. I thought the Falcons might not be a bad spot, because you've got some weapons. Fair enough, you've got no first draft pick because of their insanity last year trading for like pick 24 or whatever it was. It's done well for the Rams, but you've got bits there. If you believe in that quarterback, then you've got some bits, and it's the South. It's anyone should win it.
Collins just nailed it. Of course, Gus Bradley. That's why we brought him in. To take over from Salah once he goes. So no, I mean, I agree, Colin. I think Bradley. I don't think Salah takes him with him. I think the reason we brought Gus Bradley in was to take over from Salah. I think this was always going to be a one season and done for Salah. I think the agreement he probably had with Kyle and John was, come in, coach us this season. We'll put you back in on that pedestal to get you that head coaching job. Obviously, do us a favour by shoring up the defence, and then Gus Bradley, he can learn this year how Shanahan wants the defence to play and how Salah actually implements that defence. So I think that's a really good shout, Colin.
Though Lynch did say that kind of money was no object, if that's what would need to keep him at the Niners. But I don't think it's about the money, is it? He wants to run the head coach, but I think he knows it should be the right team. You don't just grab one and then you get stuck in a shithole for 3 years and end up in a mess. I think he knows he wants to go to the right job, and he probably knows which one that is. So it all depends whether it matches up, and they pick him and he picks them. So
I've just dropped onto the Discord to see what's going on, and someone's dropped a picture of Kittle rocking his Eddie Pinheiro jersey. Yes,
yeah.
Go on, George.
It's good that. I like that.
Kev has turned off the swear filter. Seems Lee dropped an F-bomb live on YouTube.
Well, it's after dark.
About.
Yeah, it's after dark. And it was the only one that's been dropped, to be honest.
You'll be getting us kicked off, man. But yeah, the swear filter is switched off on Discord, and with the no watch parties now, I can see that being quite lively. But I might just dip in and out of that one, because when the game starts, I think I might put my phone down and just try and watch the game for a bit.
Yeah, at me.
Yeah.
I'll
tell you what, the big disadvantage of having that nana nap tonight, that the tactical nap before the game, is that I haven't left myself time to make me guacamole before the game begins.
First world problems. First world
Yeah.
It
problems.
is first world problems. I was really looking forward to fresh guacamole.
Oh, they're putting Alan
They're going to
under
get it.
some
They're going to get the
pressure.
first down. Yeah. Oh, hey. So frustrating.
Yeah,
that.
it's made it.
For a second there, I thought that was Huff wearing 49.
No, he's 9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's I've got to say, Mile High is one of the stadiums it's always been on my list to go to.
Yeah, bucket list stadium.
Andy Hodgson.
Mile
went, didn't
High,
he,
Arrowhead.
years ago?
I'd like to go to both of those.
Well, you better go quick to Arrowhead, isn't it? It's
I
going.
know, 2030. 2030, they're
Well,
moving out.
yeah.
The interesting thing is, I've heard some mixed reports about the fans up at Arrowhead. It's one of the stadiums where I see people say that's one of the road games they wouldn't do because the fans are basically a bit of an arsehole, just like the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do Philadelphia.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't fancy Philadelphia. I have a friend who went to a Giants Commanders game a few years ago, and he was at New York, and he was a Commanders fan. He said they were all right there, but he was up in the gods. Yeah.
I wish I could, Jamie, but I'm doing dry January, mate. And apparently my wife reckons I've cheated because I've had some chocolate liqueurs.
Cures, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you
It
spilled
looks
that.
like, yeah, I'm going to say I thought he got that, but it spilled out. So are you going to be?
How many periods of overtime can you get? Do you just keep getting them?
One. No.
Yeah, but they can't finish in a tie,
Uh,
can it? It's
The
playoff game.
playoffs?
Yeah, that's right. You're right. So we'll just continue going.
God, he
Can you
caught
imagine?
that as well.
Can you imagine if they brought penalty kicks into the NFL? Get to the end of overtime, and you have to make 5 kicks from different distances.
Different players.
Yeah,
That'd be
or
cool.
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, you got to use different
anybody
players.
but your kicker can take it.
Different players, like extra points, but each one has to
Oh,
be.
Jesus.
Oh, he's
Oh.
intercepted it. He's got it.
He has. That's it.
It's going to be reviewed, obviously.
Mind you,
but
haven't said that. They're
it
going
looked
to
like he
punt it
got it.
anyway.
Yeah, so on punt, isn't it? Put it on Allen, and he's come up short. Bills defense.
Hang on. His knees down.
No, that's a catch, that. Surely that's a catch because you can't lose going to the ground.
Well, Cooks has got it there.
Yeah, but he didn't take 2 steps. It can't
He's
class as a football move.
He's lost it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's
so,
lost it.
Yeah. Yeah, interception.
Hang on, though. Knee down, doesn't that class if one knee's down? That's the same as 2 feet.
Oh, you're right.
If his one knee's
Yep.
down,
Yeah, but doesn't he have to take 2 steps for it to be a football move?
No, because his knee's
No.
down.
his knee's down, isn't it? So he's like down by contact.
But he didn't survive the grounding with possession, did he?
Oh, yeah. Here they go. They've got the ball here anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
5 turnovers. Jesus Christ.
yeah. Fumbled it, interceptions.
Yeah, it was funny
Challenging that.
Has he challenged that?
got
Well, it's
that
already
fine
been
letter.
reviewed because it's overtime. All turnovers get reviewed.
I know, I
Riveting
think I
stuff.
took the time out.
Yeah, it's going to be a late night. But we knew that anyway.
It's going to be an early morning, Paul. Not a late night.
I can see, this is always happens in the playoffs, doesn't it? We're going to be in for one of these as well, I think, with call
Yeah, I think
after
we
call. That's just, there's going to be cheers and groans. You love it. There
No.
is something about this game that just seems to sort of distill down into those sort of moments.
No challenges in playoff overtime, apparently.
Really?
Just need
Oh,
to
I think
double check my
I
phone
knew.
just to make sure that our game hasn't actually kicked off yet. Because that would be embarrassing.
It would.
Yeah, it hasn't kicked off yet.
Mm.
Right.
Oh, we've lost Paul.
We have lost Paul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think Nix is going to do it? Do you think this is the possession? You can get them down into field goal range and they'll steal it. Oh, good move. And he's still going.
Go on. That was a huge chunk of yardage he took there.
No, it
Phone
was
died.
20.
Paul's phone died.
Yeah.
So our kickoff time has now been pushed back to 1:10. I think that's because they're assuming that this is going to be finished any second now.
Well, it's the NFL script, isn't it? They know exactly when it's going to be finished. Mm. I do like in the playoffs, they do seem to let the teams play a bit more. You don't seem to get so many of those fiddly little flags that come out.
Yeah. Tell you what,
I think that's well
referee,
defended.
from all the rumours going into the game, 1:20 they're saying the kickoff is now.
Yeah, but there wasn't much to referee, was there? I mean, there weren't actually that many big calls to make, I didn't think. And it was a very clean game with very few penalties on either side. It was the soft roughing, but
Yeah.
it's also kind of they give those.
So I definitely confirm the game hasn't started, as I've got it on my phone now.
Good.
So this has gone down to the wire. I mean, it's been a good game, and to be honest, looking at the AFC teams,
Well,
I thought
30-30.
the winner, I thought the winner was going to come out of either the Bills or the Broncos. So it's quite fitting that this has gone down like this.
Mm. No, don't fancy facing that Texans defense again, though.
Oh, he's the 49ers coming out with the boombox.
So
12 minutes to kick off, so 1:20.
Does anyone actually know what happens if this finishes with no score, but at the end of overtime?
It's got to go on to another period of overtime.
It will play another period of overtime.
Yeah.
But that, I assume, at that point will be sudden death. There's the flag.
That's it, puts him into field goal range.
That looks a bit soft.
I thought that was very soft.
Certainly at the back end.
This is the thing that really annoys us.
Before.
Calls like that. That was incredibly soft, that. And I know they had that, I don't know if it was 1 or 2 seasons, where they brought in the temporary, you could challenge pass interference, but then not a single one of them was ever overturned. So they just got rid of the rule.
Let's have a look. Oh, is it there? It's right back at the line of scrimmage, which is fair enough. It's holding, isn't it,
Just
rather than
chucking
DPI?
him back, wasn't he? Yeah.
Oh no, it's pass interference. How much does he trust Nix now?
Yeah, you just run it 3 times here, don't you?
there, Josh. Oh, well.
You know, you could turn around and say their defence has let him down a little bit here, but then again, he didn't win the game. He had the
No.
chance.
He did. He's had his possession in overtime. He lost
Well,
yardage
that was
there.
a shower of shite. Losing 3 yards isn't the ideal start to try and get a field goal, is it?
What are they looking at there? 55?
Yeah.
It's Will Lutz. He's probably hit those, hasn't he?
It's that 39-yard line, 54-yard. 54-yard field goal there.
He's letting him arm punt it.
Oh. Yeah, another flag. Another flag. That's it. Game over now. Like,
You see, that is a great play call, because you just say, yeah, go down and win me the flag,
the
isn't
game.
it? You are,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
you win the ball or win the flag, and that's it. You're first and goal.
Right. So we're going to unceremoniously end the show as soon as the field goal goes through, so we can get in a position to watch the game tonight.
Do you reckon he's going to kick it on first down?
I would. Would I? I mean, this is a chip shot. This is a point after.
Or do you just try and punch it in from there? Yeah, it's victory formation, isn't it?
Yeah, just to get into the centre there.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So, thanks, Lee. This has been fun. Hopefully, people have joined us. I'll say goodbye now, because I think as soon as this goes through, we'll be wrapping up, won't we?
Seahawks are coming out of the tunnel there now.
Mm.
The noise would be unbelievable in that stadium at the moment.
Well, they're going to kick, so hopefully they're going to be a bit quieter.
Sorry,
Oh.
I'm talking about Lumens. Lumens. It's an impressive stadium to go to, Lumens Field. I would thoroughly recommend anybody goes up there. The Seahawks fans, when I went in there, they were all fine. There was only one that was being an arse, and she was being an arse to everyone, not just 49er fans.
Fair enough.
And it's an interesting city to visit as well. They're going to miss this kick, aren't they? They're going to miss this kick.
Somebody's got to get a hand up.
Yeah.
Nah, this is
So the fact that players have come out
Well-
the tunnel in our game, if they miss this kick and it goes further on another set of overtime, I think our game goes ahead anyway. So I think that's it. It's 20 past 1 kickoff regardless.
obviously, yeah, we got 20. Maybe that set, if it goes to overtime, you jump it to that set 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you, Buffalo. Make us work a little bit wait a bit longer. 30-second timeout.
It just feels as though he's going to miss.
I don't know. I think he looks. He's been there before to win games.
Could be blocked. Could be blocked. Didn't Huff block a kick for us? No, he didn't.
He took in that punt that was
yeah,
blocked against
that's
Green
right.
Bay.
That's right. That's what I'm thinking of.
He's won it.
He's missed it. Right, game over.
Right, good to see you, mate. Let's enjoy the game. Go
Yeah.
Niners.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
We love the San Francisco 49ers deep in our heart. Like Joe Montana in the corner, D. Clark. Garrison Hurst, stiff farm going 99. Don't get it twisted, one and all with prime time. John Taylor, Jerry Rice down the